All these hints are so helpful. Okay, like some of them are actually useful ones, but some of them are like, hey, I've been playing since update 3 on this, and technically, uh, I had at least a little bit of interest of it in second edition at the end of it. Alright. Yeah, this one can sit a while. Um, okay, I may have underestimated how much iron I actually have. Because this is a little under. Yeah, I've got 2 stacks worth of iron. Yeah, and either I need easy villagers or I need to roll like just the right egg. Iron golem. One can dream. It's not going to happen, but all right. Okay. Uh, well, time to go and find an iron ore vein someplace. Now the question is, where in the world was an iron ore vein that I'd seen? wasn't the edge of an ore vein. Okay. Anyways, Well, right now I'm trying to find iron. Because I haven't managed to get the iron golem egg yet, and I have about 2 stacks of iron, and I need about 8 for this next crystal. So I was like seeing if I can find an ore vein before I do this. Which I should do this. There we go. That's what I want. So, where in the world is that coming from? I do wish I had the anvil or the anchor because that makes this so much easier because, like, then I don't have to play the game of where in the world are those pieces of iron stuck in the wall there and things like that. Which is, like, uniquely caused by vein miner as opposed to hammering. And, like, yeah, I could just hammer. Yeah, like those little floating red dots that are the items someplace else. That are especially prominent when you're vein mining iron ore or copper ore veins. So that appears to be that section of the ore vein. missed. Okay. It's probably a decent amount of the iron I'm going to get from that. Stop that. Yeah, there's more iron ore vein up there. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go up there for that. I probably got a decent amount of iron out of that. Yeah. I could use some more long term, but this. And we go. Some amount of iron in there. Then it puts the rest of the iron in there. And it slowly is going to break all of that down into iron. And then not because gold is worthwhile or whatever, but because, like, I was down there and it's easy enough to break it down now. We'll just keep processing iron, building up some nickel, and then it'll eventually process the nickel. All right. Anyways, hi, Mem. Late skull is late. Oh well. Could be canceled, won't be till Wednesday? Aw. Oh well. That can go away, that can go away. at some point will like is going to like be like, hey, you need to make me, and then I'll like actually have to do something with it. But for now, I did more run because I and 8. I do hope they finish getting the next patch out at some point because I desperately want the dang compacting. And I will continue to say that I'm not spending 18 to 20 volt diamonds per compacting. Especially if it's going to be like, hey, you need to take easy villagers soon, or you're going to have to keep running for iron ore veins like you just did, because it's going to refuse to give you the hostile egg for the iron golem. So, like, how else are you going to produce it? Anyways. But, like, right now everything is playing roughly like storage is a little bit worse than it was during update 16, because at least during update 16 we had compacting drawers still at their old 2 vault diamonds and 32 Larimar per, instead of 18 vault diamonds and 2 anvils. But like, I think this isn't even necessarily like one of the worst updates to play through, at least from my perspective, but then again, I also have the perspective of Uh, I'm playing and focusing on Lucky Hit on a casual server. Uh, so, like, the really bad update was right after he changed um, fundamental focuses and Soulbound. Because on casual at the time, if you died, it penalized you on experience and on durability. All right. So that is this. Then we go to this. And then we break down these. And I'll put them in through the machine. Well, you know, vanilla resources. Honestly, I really should just go and do easy villagers. But it's like, it's going to cost me 34 just to do it. And then I have to manually build the different things. But, like, yeah, okay. I need it long term because it'll give me. I can use it to automate bricks to make these. When these come up, I can use it to automate this. It will produce iron. Really? Okay, I need to upgrade that stupid drawer. Because it's currently flooding this. Okay. Okay. So let's make those. F. F. Um. So I need 1, 2 on these. Like, it'll be nice when I don't have to do the chain of them. When these become just, you need the red base. So you basically just make a bunch of these and have them in storage. That'll be nice when that happens. And like, I'll need these. Eventually. And then we program the void correctly. Alright, need to compact some gravel. That's good to know. Anyways, I've said before how much I really love um, how the what's it called? How sophisticated storage, because it's running off the same kind of refactoring code or the same code that the backpacks are. How it can sometimes act funky about like where it's indexing things. So using something like refined storage, it fails to keep pulling things it's got in its storage because it's pulling from partway through the inventory. Like if you've ever had a router pulling things out of a backpack, you can see that sometimes it starts grabbing from like here and moving along and da 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 da. And that's because like it's running an index through it. So when it does the index, it can break the flow, because like if it's like, okay, start from this stack of gravel in the 30 some odd stacks of gravel that whatever the drawer is holding, and then just grabs all the way up to here, it doesn't then wrap around to the beginning. So suddenly it's missing a bunch. So like if you're trying to compact all of it manually, it doesn't compact it right because it started its index too far along and things like that. And it's like, these are like little things that most people aren't ever going to deal with, but they exist just because of, and like I don't know what went into the decision that makes it do that, and how much like stuff at the back end would need adjusted to stop it from ever doing that, but it's still somewhat annoying. Like, it's not that it's not powerful, it's that it's got little quirks that mean, like, in this exact mod pack, I would say potentially, like, it's a wash, not an upgrade from drawers, because there are just enough little things that make it uh, a higher barrier to entry for, like, a new player or whatever. And I will always say that higher barrier of entry, especially for, like, no good reason, like it does have a bit of power, so it is not for no good reason that it has a higher barrier of entry compared to drawers, but it does just have a little bit higher barrier of entry uh compared to drawers for, like, getting it set up. Anyways, a little bit of a bummer that he ended up with a cancel today. Wonder if he caught something during the golf. So all of my spruce saplings are currently going through the cycler. But dark oak and regular oak are already maximum production because they have at least 2,000 in Q. These hopefully are going to get more, which is why oak is so much above its original count. It just needs to get over 2,000, but these are generating oak while they generate. Let's see. Anything else? Anyways, I can go and finish my dang crystal. Alexandrite is overflowing. Driftwood is overflowing. Ow. And, like, yeah, okay. Driftwood's overflowing because I made a choice that is means I haven't made them auto compact even by the bad auto compacting, and I wouldn't have that issue if I just used the auto compacting like I should. Okay, so that's above and beyond what can go into iron at the moment. No, it's just being stupid because it's in there. And then at least this compacts easy because it's like, okay, everything. There we go. Woo. Nah, you have to compact it like this, otherwise it becomes the boards, and the boards are useless. But yeah, like, I'd be slightly less annoyed with it if we weren't sitting on like a desky level recipe for this and this. Like this, because you can do it to an entire barrel, maybe it's worth it to be that expensive. Like, you're still limited on what it's decent to use it on. But this, since it can only be for one type of thing and only up to 5 slots in a barrel and only like 4 slots in the limited barrel, but like, this is 2 knowledge stars worth of diamonds and like what? I have 107. Yeah, like, I couldn't make the, like, this even needs a 3x3 right now as opposed to the compression thing, because it doesn't have a reversible recipe to craft into these. So because it's non-reversible, you need the 3x3 compacting. To automatically do knowledge, and like same with soul shards and things like that. And it's like, and like there's some things that with the changeover, which like are recipe ones, I'll need to adjust, like snowballs. This doesn't work with a compressing recipe right now, and neither will this, because you can't decraft into that, and you can't decraft there. But those were ones that drawers would have done. Anyways, what? I still have to deal with the stupid iron that's over here. Let's give regular crafting tables a drawer. Yes, Thunderstorm, you're big and scary and loud. Can you stop that, please? Right, I have Dr. Zombie nearby, so I can't even use that for the quote-unquote sleep through the day, because I saw my Dr. Zombie down there. I've used it on a villager, and I should use it on more. It's stupid iron. Yeah. What, I would need 34 which would be a little over 4 stacks of vault diamonds, and I don't even have that. Yeah. Like, I couldn't make easy villagers right now if I wanted to. I have 23 of 34. So, like, I really had to just kind of go and do that, unless I could convince one of the other people to hop online in the next, like, 20 minutes and get me a knowledge brew if I sent them the materials. Because the dang thing hasn't given me the egg yet. Alright. So yeah, that's the iron. That's crimson. Which is just CR, not CHR. Oh, you should get alter automation. Yeah, with the unmodified, unchanging 32 knowledge, right? Sand. There we go. I need one of these. I keep forgetting, yeah, it's set to ore rooms. I need it set to god altars so I can chase some favor. And I should activate that one. Alright. Have I managed to do the vault suites are fine. That's fine. Alright. So I've got an altar nearly dead straight on, which I'm trying to think. Okay, that tracks. Which would put that one as not here. It would be there. Yep. theme is fine for kill tanks because when it does give you tanks, it can give you like 3 or 4. So the 9, like this is one of the themes where I'm willing to do altars with kill tanks. Because even though like sometimes it gives you like 2, it can give you more. No, don't want more traps. I haven't set myself up with a build that has extra trap disarm. Yeah. Like, look. 2 tank. 2 tank spawners, and I've got 6 of them on. You just don't get that kind of number from other themes, pretty much. With maybe the exception being right. Move that up 1 because it's still set to my I was ripping through the world. Set up. What's in here? Anything worth buying? I will pay about 1 volt gold for that. Yes. Anyways. This doesn't generate tanks. It is gilded, ornate, gilded. So this is high gilded at the moment. So I can come back to it if I see a gilded task. On a god altar. Technically, if I get a decent ornate one between that and say that, I've also got a little like, okay, so yeah, that's not a guaranteed amount of ornate or whatever that would actually do something, because the chest is like 16 or something like that, versus when it asks for it. Alright. Now where's the nearest other altar? We didn't have one up here, right? Or did we? No. Which means that one is over in a room. Let's see what it says. Okay, Tenos, what do you want me to do? Wooden chests. Cool. I can do that mainly just by doubling back through the rooms that I've already hit. I do swear, like, every time I see those on the shop pedestal, they feel bluer like than they're supposed to be. But like that's a graphical thing, and like if that actually is happening, that's something I can probably change in my own settings. Depending on my Tenos the Tenos favor is, I can always wander back in here and hook this up for some crates. I think that's all the wooden that I should be getting in this room. Head back this way. More room doesn't contribute to completion, but it does contribute to things like Larimar. Most of this is just like, oh, the richer, like, okay. So maybe I will have a 100% rate of copiously during this fight. With a chance of triple instead of just double. Especially because, ooh. Grips don't go burr. Alright. Dang it. Alright, let's go grab my fruit. Before it despawns or anything like that. Then I can go this. And this. And like this. Ooh. Cool. I can add that to my index now. It would have been nice to have gotten... Well, like, if I actually was doing raw vaults, I probably would have gotten it from the raw vaults first. But... let's collect everything in this room first. I still don't want more traps. Like, if the pre-level 20 change had actually been sustained, that traps just spawn things, they don't deny you the right of the loot. Instead of traps actually break the chest too, and you don't get any of the loot out of them. Like, if that was just a permanent change, I would take more traps a lot more often. It makes the whole thing spicier, but more experience does literally nothing, so that would just be like, I need to complete Do I think I have 31 wooden in here? Probably. So let's get the wooden first, and I get other chest types after. Then I can head one north and get myself my and get like another room, and then go and mine a bunch of gilded with the Kenno's favor. Anyways. Yeah, that was clean living there. That wasn't bonus living. Like, if it was bonus living, it probably would have been, yeah, you should buy that. want to check at the top of the room for more wooden. This one. Down, boys. Like, there are only like 1 or 2 altars I can do with as little as 8 minutes. Or at least that I would want to try and do. So, it's unlikely I'm going to take that, Idona there, but... Like, that's one of the ones you can do if you've got a aura. So... Of course, that precludes me actually doing any of the, doing a bunch of chest mining. Yes. Exactly what I want. So now I need to go this way. Cove. Which I think coin piles aren't one of the altar tasks. Which makes it about. And then it was the second one over. Had the altar in it. Yep. And that puts the nearest ore room here. Is this an ore room? Yes. that speaks of a very, very large lack of ore rooms around here. If the nearest one is straight down the main line behind the behind spawn. So let's hope. Nah, I can't go through the wall there. I don't have enough floor for that. That's disappointing. Especially because I have to head back to the start to actually leave anyways, so. Yeah, and that puts that one, like, 2 out, 2 down. Almost. Yeah. 2 out, 2 down. For that to have not been the nearest or troubling. Next one is this way. Room. Cool. Otherwise, I was going to double back to. Ooh. Reload. There we go. So I really didn't take advantage of the tennis one there, but hey. 3 god tasks done. And we can head straight north to get a fruit. And then we can head out. Oh, before I do that, and then we just kind of go la-di-da. Something just teleported because of one of these pads here. So that was 2 bits of drip leaf. Oh. Like, okay. "22 saddles. It's fine. All right. This goes in here, 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 this goes in here. Those go in there, that goes in there, that goes in there. It's going to deposit like that. No packs of cards, unfortunately. Bummer. I have put those in the wrong container. Enigma, and then unique crate scroll was there. Sickle jewel. Alright. Healing efficiency. Okay, the effect avoidance is nice too. Fine, we'll do this the smart way. Family members get to be in the bag. Effect duration is not something I care about. Yeah, looks like I've got a decent amount there. Sea pickles, I think, are on production. I did not actually start production on saddles, so technically I can just kind of buy them, but they're expensive at the moment. And I can only buy so many saddles at once. I think it is. Yeah, because I have to buy them from the leather worker, or I have to... And at least in this case, I do have the Ravager to do it. But it requires me to spend to do this. Okay, I only needed one of those rings. I want to put the extra void one in there. Then we do this. 1, 2, 3. And we get the standard production treatment. Then we go then we need, so we need 15. So, okay. And then he can go here. So he can go here. Technically, I could have also made an ice spawner and started making the ice spawner farming, but seps. Something builds the weirdest contraption of an ice spawner where like it cycles every like 10 seconds and it picks what it is using one of these arrays set to set to each different like annoying drop or whatever. Like if I don't have enough saddles or I don't have enough stars or yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to make a room where I am producing withers and then attempting to kill them inside that room using automated systems at random. Alright. I should put those all the way. All right. And now I just have a whole bunch of ores to go through at some point. Yeah, I should go and get my building gadget. If I had my battery in my everyday carry, it might be like something where like the building gadget ends up in the everyday carry, but I haven't made the stupid big battery this season. Something. It takes a lot of glorp. But it ends up being like, yay, you're carrying around 2 billion RF at all times. Building gadgets will never run out. Portable crafting grids and regular crafting grids, and like once you get to automatic genius auto crafting things, like, okay, cool. All right, and I got all of those out of the bag. Okay. So, I mean, technically, this is giving it time to do the saddles. Although, in theory, I should have it do the saddles once I've already traded for what I can in a given moment. Because right now, saddles are just time-gated on me. Besides whatever I can get from the villager, which is still also time-gating. It's just a different type of time-gating. Three. mean, you could just turn your entire hammer into a fortune tool, and then you get to save the extra effort. Yeah, but then I have to, apparently those have got put away. Because, let's see. Yep, all the bones are already compacted, and all the ornates are already compacted. It's not quite overflowing yet. Alright. And then C3, C1. That's all sorted. Anything in the book? Nope. C1. Yeah. Going to need to buy some saddles. Really? I haven't even made any magma cream yet? I should make another cage. Clearly. Because I've got the magma cubes, so I can do that instead of this. uh, Stupidest adjustment still. Boy, am I glad I still did it though, because that was funny. Blocks. Like, I don't expect them to give us the compacting, uncompacting for magma cream, because that was, like, not originally in drawers. This one was... I don't think this one was. This one was. This one was. This one was. And this one is and was. So. But, like, at least a couple of these compactings need added just for the same drawer functionality, along with getting the compression available in the mod boxes, which mod boxes go better. Anyways, I need to make a mob drop barrel for magma cream, and then I need to make a cagerium cage. Which requires 1, 2. 2. 2, 3. And then... Okay, that's fun. The display still remains. Alright. So we need limited barrel. And the all-important step of dyeing it pink. Then we need to make it iron tier. And then it needs to have one, 2, 3, and then we go this. So we go pop, pop. Then we go pop. Then we go pop, pop. There we go. Then we lock the drawers. Show the fill levels. Show the upgrades. Then Wither Iron Golem. Witches still need more things added to them, so... Dang it. There we go. And that's facing in the correct direction for us to put the magma cubes in. And witches still need more, so... Eggies? No eggies. Because I didn't get any eggies. Alright. Very slow because I haven't gotten a Vindicator yet. If I had a Vindicator, I might have a decent amount of emerald production from over there, but I don't, so I need... Yeah, it gets me 12 saddles in one go, which is like, okay, yeah, that's a decent amount of saddles. And then what I need to sleep cycle. Potentially the villagers. So I can get more. Yeah. Next batch of saddles would be more than enough. Sea pickle. pickles. I haven't added sea pickles to the automatic. Fine. Really? No living coral ducks in there. They're dead. Anyways. Apparently I should make a... And, like, they're not used in the altar, so... Not the full blocks, at least. What was it? Yeah, this is... to bring... Yeah, so, like... There's a cheeky recipe for this. Probably have enough of this at the moment. Oh, I don't even need to use a... Just need to use a bucket of water on that one. Okay. Let's go give it a system. Barrel. Ah, the wonders of mid-80s. Where you get to run a bunch of vaults until you can't because you need to do something about your production and your storage, and then you can go back to running vaults for a while. You've now future-proofed it. But until you do, like... And, like, you can be lazy about it and then regret your decision in a minute when you have to... Since you didn't actually automate iron, you have to go and get your iron again because it's now demanding 1,000. So you need to go and find one of those iron ore veins in the wild again. And... Right, it's not down here. It's a plant. It goes up there. Tier 1, Tier 2, extra storage. And set that to sea pickles. Show me your upgrades. Show me your fill level. Lock it. And that's just so that I don't have to make another array of what you call it, plots right now. Not that it would be horrible, because what? The hopper ones, like I should have enough there. It's like 8 of them needs 16. Which works out to 2 stacks of chromatic iron. Or chromatic steel. And then whatever I make the botany pot out of. And then I have to make the supports. Like I can make, yeah, I can just make that. I can make all that right now. Yeah, what? The limiting factor is the iron right now, actually. And even then, that's not like... And that's just because it's making hoppers. And then I need to make, what? 1 distributor. Spruce. Have I used spruce yet? Yeah, I've used spruce, so I don't want to use spruce again. I like having my tables be different colors. So not spruce. Oak. Oak supports. What color of glaze? Purple, pink, orange, yellow? I need 4 times. So yeah, that's enough there. I can go like this. And now import. And then I can go like this. Right? Eight. And then laggy JI is laggy. Larry is Larry. Ooh, piece of candy. And transfer into router. Fine, we'll put the coal back too. And we'll deal with that later. And there we go. Another set of hopper botany pots added to the system, which means I can put this back. I need a new bucket. Need to trade for another batch of saddles. You've refreshed, right? Yes. Again, will I need to worry about doing saddles like that? Unless, like, the very next crystal does it, and even then, maybe not. I did lock those, right? Yeah, it's locked. Then we go like this, like this, like this. go. Bone meal. Just getting naturally generated by fishies. I accidentally broke a bunch of them. Yay. Which I don't think actually gives you the sea pickles that were on top of it. Enough. Maybe? Coral. Now we've definitely got enough secrets. What's my favorite up to? Okay, I double tapped one of the items. Cool. This goes in, this goes in. This gets put away this way, this way, this way, and then these get identified and almost immediately scrapped. It's somewhere around. Okay, maybe I need to actually make some more cages. No, that's irrelevant because I haven't rolled a phantom anyways. Really? I have one member. Oh. I've got what happened somewhere. It's in one of these, right? My things that I needed to get storage. I have 3 phantom membranes to my name. 3. No phantoms here. Oof. Like, I can't even make a phantom cage right now if I wanted to. And I slept in the last hour. Because of the stupid thunderstorm, which means... That's future where Cass is from. I get to go and fist fight sky rats. By fist fight, I mean, yeah. At least technically I'm producing this. So that's that. I'm not producing it on the extremely high scale, and I'm not doing it extremely automated like I probably should. Something, something skill issue, something, something. I'll probably just call it after this vault then. Because I don't want to deal with phantoms today. It's a technically completable scav. Nearest god altar is probably one room over there. Alright. We'll put up with this. We won't put up with this room specifically, but... like, this specific void theme is the one I don't like because it's the, black concrete. They can look almost exactly the same. So none of those were good god altars for this. Don't need coins. Do need ornate. Actually, actually need a stupid amount. But at least this isn't one of the themes where I can accidentally burn the, Alright, that's not even set correctly. Load scav. Flesh. Cup. Bone. Stop that. Yeah, because, like, it's got the black concrete powder, so where that ends up, like, right next to the void liquid, it's hard to tell the edge of the void liquid. Because it solidifies next to the void liquid. Next room. Next room. To be fair, I'd be better off just going, okay, fine, I'm in a void theme. I don't need to earn the augment from it because I've beaten at least one void theme, so I can craft void augments. So I can just kind of go, okay, I don't need the augment from it, so I don't even necessarily need to complete. Okay. Danger water, danger water. Yeah, this is one of the other themes where I can do kill tanks. Disappointing amount there. Okay. But I've finished living, so move on from that. In theory, I should probably just be more aggressive this vault. Because right now I'm being fairly passive, and that's not going to make it likely I'm going to complete a 5-sack 1 goblet chase. So probably I should just like... Nah. I've spent enough time starting towards trying to complete. Like, if I get lucky and I turn up an ore room, I'll do, like, the entire ore room, obviously, even if I get the bone shards. But, like... I do need to run around and see if I can find the gilded ornate I need to fish. It's not a bonus living, so... That's these ones. I could do champions. Three champions. So I may have to find another dungeon. Because unless I get lucky, this isn't going to give me 3 champions. The altar here. Or anything else. Dragon room. Did I see that one right? absolute toxic room for this. Thanks, Eggy. You are loud. Oh. Great jump there. Great jump. Sandbag. Yeah, like I said, I probably could have just done the tanks one, and the tanks one would have given me enough. Secret. Right. Minutes. Shopping. Liquid. Dang it. It's about 30 seconds. Floss. Dungeon right here. Come on, boys. Up the stairs. VH3Remastered. Dungeon down. It doesn't look like I'm likely to complete. So the important thing is to try and get the reputation point. Okay, yeah, I could eat some lemons and see if I can manage to rush some more Nate, but I could also just kind of go, I got a reputation. Let's loot a dungeon. And die in a dungeon. Oh well. Decent ore run. None of that really got anything. Did I manage to clip an echo anywhere? No. Okay. Oh. Right. I can't even just ship those directly to Kiki. I have to. That guy is going to continue to exist out there for the entire season at this rate. Huh? Okay. Technically, he'll go away if Kiki hops online for a while, but like, if it's just me visiting her place while she's not here. Area effect avoidance, moving. Omega pants go in the Omega box. $17 jewel pouches. Hey, look, the first illegal one that actually has like above board. It isn't just like bad. Like, it's not great, but it is effectively a legendary mono regen. Right. Like, yeah, it's better than the legendary mono regen at the moment, but that's the only thing it's got going for it. Oh, and that's not even pants, that's shirt. That one can go in here. Because it actually does something. Three, which isn't even necessarily that good. 3.9. Because what? It's like 92 is when the next copious or tier is reached or whatever. Or some high number like that. 6. Climbing speed. Like, none of those are good values altogether, but it's still 4 different values. That one's long enough, it just burns. So 2, 2, 7. 7, 5. Six. There we go. Next up, time to put all this away. I mean, technically, one of the ways I can do the eggs is I could do a bunch of runs on raw vaults, because I've got a bunch of random raw vault crystals. Technically, that also gives me a chance of getting Phantom Membrane, I think. Eggies. Make eggies. Stand slightly this way. Those are all full, right? That's full. That's full. Yep. Okay. So this makes regular eggies again. To make hostile eggies. Emerald production go up. Because it's not making totems anymore, because totems are full, even with like the little bit of multiplier I put on it. I think, yeah. Eggy. Eggy. Hostile eggy. And I've got a full 4 count of those, yeah. So that doesn't do anything. And that's my eggies. Dang it. Oh, and I think I just died, which means I think dying resets the timer on Phantoms. It might not, but I don't remember if that was part of the specifics, but like, I don't think I'm far enough out anyways since I last slept. So unless And Iggy's doesn't look like any of them rolled, so probably does not have a phantom egg sitting around that I could stick in an ice spawner. I'm not allowed to work on other people's storages. At least some of this is well arranged. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, so it looks like Stone Larimar, Stone Benny, Stone, da da da. So nope. And then Echo goes up top, then Pog and Pog. And Pog. Okay. I can see the aesthetic. I can see the aesthetic arrangement. Something, chess monster, something. So Phantoms just get to be my problem. Oh. It's not even a lot of Phantom there because it's like, I don't have the materials to start Mechanism because I don't have the knowledge for it. Material boxes, which don't even drop any place. They aren't in the loot tables any place. It'd be nice if they were, but like, I can't actually get them that way. So it's like I have to kill phantoms, which I did not get any phantom spawn eggs. .71. So they're more common than the boss ones, but I still didn't get any yet. I've rolled 4 boss eggies so far. No withers, no iron golems, but I have gotten 1 ravager and 3 elder guardians, which are currently sitting on boss plates. Need more phantom. I need phantom eggs at some point, but like, I'm not making enough eggies. I mean, I do have one queued up crystal. I could always do, like, mass living run or whatever. Especially if... I've got any mushrooms? Mushrooms? No. And villages are dice rolls for that. And none of the other ones besides paint room. And even the paint room's technically a roll for it at that point. Yeah, so blacksmith. Yeah, no mushrooms here, so I would have to handcraft a mushroom room, or 2, or 3, and then give it a bunch of living. What's my count for inscription pieces, anyways? Not inscriptions, inscriptions. Okay. I should put a stack of bread in this thing at some point. We're not going to talk about how many living scrolls there were. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's probably gonna wrap it. Crystal, I don't have the materials for, and I have no reasonable way to get the materials in my current array of things. I really don't have any phantom membranes in place besides the 3 total. 1, 2. I don't. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And here I was worried that it was going to give me like low ink sacs. I was going to be annoyed that I was going to have to deal with glow ink sacks, but no. Phantoms. Technically, I can re-roll. Yeah, like piglins and pillagers. Like, I should have plenty of shulker shells already. But, like, these don't spawn anything. Technically, I could probably actually do these too, because, like, they're common and all that. So, like, let's give some extra eggies. A second chance. Useful instead of keeping ones that I haven't put in places. Okay, that's a count. Yes. Eggies. Style eggies. That's one I didn't have yet that I need for production. Because it's the one that actually drops a decent amount of emeralds when in the cages. Eggies. Come on. Yeah. No go on the stream. Miss Skull. Oh well. Okay. Alright. So, progress towards something. Something useful? Nope. But something. Phantom, 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 phantom. Spider. Yeah, it was unlikely. Do I want to go and look up vanilla phantom farms? Probably not, because they're just designed for you to stand out there. But you see, I've been doing active streaming on 100% of my play on this server so far. Like, sneak time. Yeah. All of this is on record. And then a little bit more because I keep doing it the menu, and there was at least a little bit of time where I was talking while sitting in the menu, but it's like, yeah. I don't plan on doing any, like, just AFK farming. At least not that level of AFK farming, because... So I'm just going to have to be online enough and then go outside when it's dark, which I can force with the the hammock. Wonder what's in the driveway. An overabundance of iron. Okay. That's not supposed to be in the drive. It's supposed to be in the drawers. But that makes sense. The overflow bag started overflowing, so the backfill would have ended up in the drive. Okay. Pointy. You can crush it, use a mechanism, you can pulverize it that way. Yeah, you can't take it apart that way. You can't pulverize it. Yeah. So in theory, I should make it more than a simple 4 wide. That's not even the full height. Dripstone farm. Or I should, like, actually automate it. But that requires effort. and I'm not hurting for it at the moment. At some point, I need to actually make some moss, but not today. I'm still doing good on it. Sugar cane. And phantom cards. Yay! Oh, I can't even force it to be not using that because that would be sleeping and then. Yay. Have I been standing around enough that I can just wander outside? Get the stupid things to remind me? Was it? Statistics. Yeah, 0.54, like, so. I've still got a half hour before I'm an insomniac anyways. So that doesn't help. The membranes aren't even directly in the chest on this, so all of this would be like run these, break some chests, hope for eggies. But I think I'm gonna handle all of that next time. So I'll catch you all then. Bye.